POV, you're a broke teenager trying to pay for tuition because it's kind of expensive, or you're trying to buy that new iPhone 13, or you're just bored at home and want to have a job. Either way, you can't land one and you need help, so you're here. This is how you're going to curate your resume. Hey guys, it's Teen Wealth here and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, make sure to subscribe as I post finance videos every single week, and let's just get right into it. So let's just start off by saying what a resume is. So basically, it's a formal document a job applicant uses to itemize their qualifications for a job. You're basically saying, hey, here's everything about me professionally, and this is why you should hire me. Generally speaking, there's a software that will filter our resumes using something called ATS, aka Applicant Tracking System. I actually like to use the website Resume Worded to kind of see the score I get, and it gives you good feedback based on things like buzzwords, numbers, style, and skills, and more. And employers sometimes that do filter out resumes themselves and look at it without using ATS, they do like to have a clean, basic resume that doesn't have color and straight to the point. However, some hiring representatives might like more creative ones, like the Spotify one right here that actually went viral. I will say that your resume style would depend on the job. So for example, if you're looking for something more, office job like, you might want a more basic resume. But if you want something that's, in the arts field or like graphic design, you might want a resume that actually showcases your artistic abilities. And an aesthetically pleasing resume will enhance your design skills. So there are different sections of a resume, and the first one is going to be your heading, and it's basically just all your basic information. So at the very top, you want to have your name, and it can be in a bigger font than the rest. And 18 is fine, just don't make it like super big and crazy, like, okay, we get the point. And also, some people will include a picture of themselves, but that can be a little bit iffy because I have heard that some hiring representatives do not like having it, and also certain ATS filters and systems, like I previously mentioned, will filter it out. And also having your picture in it can create unconscious bias. So either that can work in your favor or it can work against you. Some people will just judge how you are based on how you look. So I think it's better to just play it safe and don't have a picture of yourself, especially if you're young and people might think you're underqualified because of the way you look. Then maybe it's just best not to create any preconceived bias. Apart from your name, you're going to want to have your contact information. So things like your email, phone number, your address, and your LinkedIn profile link in that respective order. Okay, so what if you don't have a LinkedIn? What are you doing? Get a LinkedIn. And maybe I am biased because I am a business junkie, and everyone that's in business basically has LinkedIn, but I'm telling you, that is how you make connections with people. But also you can check out where they worked, who you should network with, and there's also so many different networking events that you can go to through LinkedIn and many job opportunities. So yes, I am biased. LinkedIn, sponsor me. And it's basically like professional social media. Section number 2 will be your resume introduction. Now there's 2 ways you can go about this. You can either give a job objective that sounds something like this: looking for a part-time job at McDonald's at your Beverly Hills and Hollywood Boulevard location. Or you can actually create a personal profile and say something along the lines of skilled retail professional with 1 year of experience, seeking to leverage my expertise in teamwork, time management, and money handling to fulfill your cashier position. An intuitive worker aiming to help achieve McDonald's goals and take on more responsibility as quickly as possible. Now, you don't necessarily need this portion because if you do have a lot of other things that are taking up space on your resume, it's fine, but it is better to have something just sum up who you are as a professional. Section number 4 is education, which is pretty self-explanatory. You just need to put your current or most recent education and also list the date on the right-hand side. And take what I'm saying now with a grain of salt, but in this day and age, there are a lot of jobs that don't necessarily look at your qualifications and look at, your GPA, what university you went to. Obviously, it depends from country to country and on basis to basis, but a lot of jobs will look at your experience and what kind of work you did in the past. And a lot of jobs won't hire you if you don't have experience, but how are you supposed to get experience if jobs won't hire you in the first place? I'm telling you. Volunteer work, and also creating your own kind of jobs, so things like startups, etc., so you can count it as work experience. What I'm saying about volunteering, it has gotten me many places. It's gotten me a spot at my city's library, YMCA, several camp organizations, and more. So if you don't have a job, I'm telling you, get some volunteer experience because you also can get references through there and then hopefully land a job. Now, if any of these experiences that you're going to be listing on your resume were in the past and you're currently not doing them, make sure you use past tense. But if it's something that's present, use present tense. And please don't use your name or I in your resume. You want to say things like organize XYZ events, curated promotional posts. You don't use the word I, myself, or your name. Section number 5 is skills and certifications. So as for skills, you want to have a combination of hard skills and soft skills. So hard skills are things that are measurable, so things like ability to use a computer program or certain languages. And soft skills are more so personality traits and things that you can't necessarily measure. So things like good at time management, communication, stuff like that. And if you're applying for something like a summer camp position, you might want to list things like CPR because that is very useful, or things like training. And if you're maybe applying for something in marketing, you might want to put any Google Ads certifications. And that's pretty much it. You guys are ready to go out onto the real world and experience what it's like to adult. Now, make sure to subscribe as I post finance videos every single week, and like this video if you enjoyed it and you want me to make more career kind of videos, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.